And it's a lot more endearing and a lot more meaningful because it is coming from a man. That's what makes it very special. And I've become a Chetan Bhagat fan all over again after this book. And when I read it, I was, uh, I was in tears. Actually, a few things pushed me to, uh, made me very emotional because they sounded like, you know, like a leaf out of my own book. So, my own experiences. So, well, I think I should ask Chetan few questions and,
What we are going to do is, rather than make it very boring book launch type, the plan is she'll ask me one or two questions, I'll ask her one or two questions, and then we'll try to be honest and answer them. If Kangana feels comfortable, maybe we'll take one or two questions from you guys, but you have to ask nice, good questions, okay? And, uh, and then we'll read a little bit from the book, only a little bit, okay? How does that sound? Sound like a plan? Yeah?
okay.
Okay, so you want to ask me first? Okay.
Yeah, because I think, because I love the book, I have a lot to ask. And we didn't meet before this because I wanted it to be a very spontaneous conversation. So this book mostly talks about how a woman who's given equal opportunities like a man, you know, today we are talking about gender equality and all of that, and how we deserve equal opportunity as a matter of fact. But when we give our women that, they are deprived of their basic feminine rights like love, care, trust, and nurturing, right? That is what the book largely talks about. So I want to ask Chetan that at some point, you know, because he's a married man, he's been in several relationships. So at some point, did he feel? No, but I know. Yeah. Okay. So, at, guys, I'm playing an interviewer for the first time. Please cooperate.
No, no, no. No,
Yeah. So, did he at any point feel insecure of a woman's success, his woman's success, or he felt jealous or and competitive of his own partner?
or straight away you ask me such a difficult question.
No, but let's come to the point. You know, no point moving, you know, beating
I
around
thought
the
she's
bush.
going to ask me how are you feeling today, book launch. And all. She's asking me if I have felt insecure. I think it's a very good question because the book talks about this woman and how her boyfriends become insecure of her success. And so she's asking me, tell me honestly if as a man I have been insecure. Well, I have a very overachiever wife actually. She's smarter than me and in many ways. And she's also an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. She was working in a bank. And there were points at which she got promoted, I didn't get promoted. There were points her salary was higher than mine. So initially I did get insecure. Initially I did feel that way. But I realized that it's very difficult because she will continue to do well. So how long can I feel this way? Then I thought कि चलो मज़े ही ले लेते हैं. अभी तुम नौकरी करो, I'll leave and become a writer. I said, you know, एक आदमी अगर अपनी ईगो गिरा देना तो बहुत आगे बढ़ सकता है. तो मैंने कहा मेरी कोई ईगो नहीं है. आप प्लीज़ नौकरी कीजिए, मैं घर बैठूंगा. So that's how that career switch happened. But you're right, it has happened. And then I check myself. Especially when I left my job, I remember people used to come to my house and say, अच्छा तो आप घर बैठते हो? Because writer का काम कोई काम नहीं मानता है. अच्छा books लिखते हो? तो काम कौन करता है? अच्छा मैडम ऑफिस जाती हैं. अच्छा मिसेज आपकी ऑफिस जाती है और आप क्या करते हो पूरा दिन? मैंने कहा मैं कहानी सोचता हूँ. कहानियाँ सोचते हो बैठ के? So you know I started feeling insecure. I said अरे यार मैं कैसे, मैं भी आदमी हूँ, मैं भी कुछ करूँ. But you know अभी
But isn't it amazing that he utilized that situation to his,
make a story.
yeah, no, to his advantage rather than getting jealous and, you know, letting the relationship fall apart and not letting the woman go ahead of him. I think he deserves a round of applause for this.
Thank you.
Chetan, you are our modern, shining, modern man. You are an example of shining, modern Indian man. So we are very proud of you.
Thank you. अब कंगना ने मुझसे difficult question पूछा. I should also ask difficult, no? Easy or difficult? Difficult, okay? So मेरा भी bouncer आएगा अभी. So what I want to know, in fact you yourself just said कि you cried at many times in the book because this was a leaf out of your life. These relationships, this girl has, it reminded, at least it made you connect to or relate to something of your past. Now I don't want, like, we are not looking for gossip here, but you are a woman who's working and who is also a woman who's try to love and get love like any normal person. So where in this book did you feel that it has happened to you? Has it happened to you that men have become insecure about your success? Has your success actually been a penalty for you?
Well, this is a very, it's like
अब आपने
मेरे
पूछा तो हम भी
जख्मों
पूछे.
पे नमक छिड़क दिया आपने. No, seriously, I think this is a very sensitive topic. Any working woman would relate with me that when we are not successful, when I was not doing well, and I was dating men more successful than me, I felt like I was devalued. I felt like I was not given my due as a woman, as a partner. I was not acknowledged. And men behaved borderline indifferent. So that gave me more motivation to do well. Just how it works for men, you know, like you know a certain woman and you want to be worthy of her, right? For
Okay.
whatever reason, for a better companion, for a better future, for a stable future, you know, you want to do well for yourself, not just for a partner, but you just, why you want to move ahead in life and be successful, we have the same reason as men do, like, you know, so you want to be worthy of your partner. And usually for a man it works. You know, when he acquires a certain social stature and he goes up to the same woman who's not, doesn't want to acknowledge him or, you know, doesn't want to, you know, accept him, it works for him. But in a woman's case, it works the other way around. I've felt in my relationship that my success have always gone against me. You know, like there is a certain, okay, here's an analogy. My analogies are usually a bit weird, but I think when I was not successful, men behaved more like a hard-to-please father figure. You know, like hard to please. But when I became successful, they behave more like an evil, jealous sibling. You know, like I felt like they will put my closet on fire. They were jealous of my fashion sense also, you know, like everything was about competing with me, you know, like, oh, you're doing this? Look at me. You know, you achieved this? Okay, let me blow my trumpet anywhere, anytime. So it became unbearable. So I would say that when I was not successful, my relationships weren't so bad because, like I said, in different fathers' case, there is still a lot of trust. There is still a lot of faith and occasional nurturing, right? But an evil sibling, there is loss of desire. First of all, you feel a certain loss of desire between the, your couple life. You feel that the man is more focused on competing with you, proving you wrong, crushing you and your ego, and completely demolishing you. And there is not even little bit trust left. So I don't know what evokes this in a man, but it's been horrible. After my success, my relationship has gone completely for a toss.
Wow. So, in fact, I remember casually chatting with you once, and I asked you, Kangana, you are so successful now. There's articles about the highest paid actress, so many awards. Any award you want, you've got it. What would you have more of today? More success or more love?
Well, we want to be successful for love, right?
Is that true? Is that you want to be successful for love? That's the only-
Absolutely. There is no other reason to life, is there? Like if a man wants to be an achiever for more admiration, for more love, a woman doesn't have any other reason for anyone to feel that a woman has another agenda behind wanting to be successful or earn money, or she's ambitious, so she has some agendas, you know. There's no agenda, it's simply for love, for more admiration, for wanting to be seen as your abilities, not as like a 55 kgs weight that you carry, right? I want to be seen as my abilities, my skills, like the artist I am, you know. I want to be seen as my qualities, not as the girl, like I said, 55 kgs.
You're only 55 kgs. I'm so jealous actually. We are all very jealous of your weight. But so seriously, you would rather have more love than more success, and you are saying you don't have enough love? Kangana Ranaut, one of the most beautiful, desirable women in the country, doesn't have love. Guys, what are you doing? Seriously,
Thank you.
you really feel that? Is it because of certain relationships that have made you feel that way? That people have let you down or you're not lovable enough or something?
Well, like I said, when I wasn't successful, then I wasn't good enough. And when I became successful, I became the person to compete with. So where is the time for love? Do you see, but like I said, there are plenty of men out there. We still have a lot of hope. Look at you. He supports his wife. He's, I think we need more examples like this. And I think when our leading men, when an author like Chetan Bhagat is going to write about a woman's journey, from a daughter's point of view, a mother's point of view, a sister's point of view, it's going to make a lot of difference. And I want to ask you, this brings me to this question that usually, because I am a certified screenwriter, and when I read any writer's work, I can tell that whether they have delved into the psyche of the character or not. So when I read this, initially let me tell you, I do not take women character written by men very seriously, and that's why most my director let me work on my character and flesh them out on my own. So when I read this, I'm like, kya likha hoga? Let me read it, like that.
Okay.
No, but after I read it, I was so impressed, and I asked him that, it didn't scare you to enter the psyche of a woman? Because every writer knows when we are done with the character, there's a part of any character, whether it's evil character, antagonist, protagonist, good, bad child, a part of it remains in us. So how did you get that confidence from that I'm gonna enter this woman's psyche? I'm gonna have, even gonna enter her anatomy. I'm going to have, behave like a woman. And what if when the book is over, a part of her remains in me? It didn't frighten you?
It did actually.